My next class on gravimetric analysis. What is the meaning of gravimetric analysis? Actually, it is the analysis an analytical technique based on the measurement of mass of substances or volume of gases species. This gravimetric analysis is said to be further divided into three parts. In that, first part of this gravimetric analysis calculations we will call mass-mass relationship. The second one we will call it as mass-volume relationship. Third one we will call volume-volume relationship. So this is the meaning of gravimetric analysis. So we can calculate the mass of the substances using mass-mass relationships or mass-volume relationships. Volume-volume relationships. These are three types. Let us see what is mass-mass relationship. It relates the mass of species, whether they are reactants or products, with the mass of another species, or they may be reactants or products. For example, if you consider a chemical reaction, let us consider a chemical reaction. Suppose this chemical reaction is our sodium bicarbonate NaHCO3 is there, sodium bicarbonate. Upon thermal decomposition, as we know that it gives sodium carbonate and water and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a gas in this one. Suppose in this reaction the mass of NaHCO3 sodium bicarbonate is taken as A grams. If you have taken the mass of NaHCO3 sodium bicarbonate is small a grams, and we want to calculate the weight of sodium carbonate produced in this reaction after heating sodium bicarbonate. Then what is the aim we are going to consider in this experiment is we have to calculate the mass of sodium carbonate. So we are going to calculate the mass of a product, that is Na2CO3 obtained after thermal decomposition. For this purpose, the number of moles of sodium bicarbonate we can easily calculate as we assumed the mass of sodium bicarbonate is small a grams. So what is the number of moles of sodium bicarbonate NaHCO3? That will be mass of sodium bicarbonate is A and its molar mass is 84. Then this is called the number of moles of sodium bicarbonate in the reaction. But from the equation, how many moles of the sodium bicarbonate is there? How many moles of sodium bicarbonate is there from the number of moles of sodium bicarbonate is we have 2 moles is there. That means from the equation we have 2 moles is there. The 2 moles is giving how many moles of sodium carbonate? 1 mole of sodium carbonate. So 2 moles of sodium bicarbonate is giving the 1 mole of sodium carbonate, that is Na2CO3, which is coming 1 mole only in this reaction. So the number of moles of sodium carbonate produced is how much? Therefore, number of moles of Na2CO3 produced, that we can do cross multiplication. Upon cross multiplication, what will happen? This A by that this you have cross multiplication. If you do it, A by 2 into 84, that will come upon cross multiplication of these stoichiometric ratios. Therefore, what is the meaning of this one is the weight of the sodium carbonate produced is moles of sodium carbonate. Molecular weight of sodium carbonate we know that is 106. Using that one we can find it. So weight of sodium carbonate produced is how much? The weight of sodium carbonate produced will be equals to number of moles we have already calculated will be multiplied with its molar mass. So 2 into 84, we know that is 168 into molar mass of sodium carbonate is 106. So upon simplification, 2 times if it get cancels, 106 will become 53. A by 168 again will become 84. So 53 A by 84 grams is said to be the mass of sodium carbonate, which is the product. Sodium carbonate is product in this reaction. When we have considered sodium bicarbonate mass is A grams. If you know that A, then we can tell the answer what is the mass of sodium carbonate. This is an illustration reaction only. That means we have taken one generalization. In this general equation, in this chemical equation, that illustration is telling that if you know the mass of a reactant, upon chemical reaction, we can easily find the mass of product from this gravimetric analysis method called as mass-mass relationship. Okay. Let us see one very simple problem on this mass-mass relationship. The problem is by heating 10 grams of calcium carbonate, 5.6 grams of CaO is formed. Then what is the weight of CO2 is obtained in this reaction? So what is that reaction? CaCO3, calcium carbonate, upon thermal decomposition, as you know, all know this is calcium carbonate, will give calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So from this equation part, what is the balanced equation is telling? 1 mole of calcium carbonate is 100 grams. Its molecular weights I am writing. And calcium oxide is 56. Calcium carbonate, carbon dioxide is 44. What is the meaning of this balanced equation molecular weight says? 100 grams. The 100 grams of calcium carbonate, that 100 grams gives how many grams of calcium oxide? 56 grams of calcium oxide is giving, and moreover it is giving 44 grams of CO2. 44 grams of CO2. So the 56 grams is calcium oxide and 44 grams of CO2. In the question they are giving 10 grams. Therefore, if you take the 10 grams of the instruction, then calcium carbonate 10 grams will give how much? 10 by, this is the 100 by 10 is 10 km, so by 10, so it will be 5.6 grams of CaO and 4.4 grams of CO2 will be obtained. So this is the mass they have asked in that question. So this is comes under mass relationship process. Let us see the second one, mass volume relationship. It relates the mass of species and the volume of the gaseous species. So the species mass of the species will see in the reactant side, and volume of the gas obtained here in this present illustration involved in the product side in a chemical reaction. Suppose let sodium bicarbonate, again I am taking the same equation. If it is giving sodium carbonate, water and CO2 gas, sodium bicarbonate is giving CO2 means we can easily calculate the volume of CO2 gas produced. So we want to calculate the volume of CO2 gas by using the sodium bicarbonate. Okay, so what will happen? The 2 moles of the sodium bicarbonate from the equation is said to give 1 mole of calcium, 1 mole of carbon dioxide at STP. Means the volume of CO2 produced at STP will become 22.4 liters, as any gas at STP occupies 1 mole of gas occupies a volume of 22.4 liters. So it is one of the simple example comes under this mass volume relationship in the gravimetric analysis. Let us take down this problem on the mass volume relationship. So here they are asking calculate the volume of hydrogen gas liberated at 27 degrees Celsius and 760 millimeters pressure by heating 1.2 grams of magnesium with excess of hydrochloric acid. So, we have to find the volume of hydrogen at this temperature conditions. Okay. So that means first we have to consider the chemical equation. Magnesium when treated with hydrochloric acid, the balanced chemical equation will become Mg plus 2HCl gives rise to MgCl2 plus H2 gas. From the equation, it is very clear that we have 1 mole of magnesium is 24 grams. That 1 mole of magnesium 24 grams is giving 22.4 liters of hydrogen at STP. But the mass given in the problem is magnesium is 1.2 grams only. That means it will become 1.2 into 22.4 by 24. Okay. So upon simplification, we will get 1.12 liters of hydrogen at STP condition. So this is the volume. But we have to find the volume at this 27 degrees temperature. That means what is the formula we have is P1 V1 by T1 is equal to experimental conditions into P0 V0 by T0. In this, these conditions I am considering first conditions are experimental conditions. These are STP conditions. Okay. So in that we have to find what is V1. V1 is equals to P0 V0 by T0 into T1 by P1. As we know that STP condition pressure they are given is 760 millimeters and the volume of this compound volume of the hydrogen gas we calculated is 1.12 into temperature of this condition here experimental condition is 27 degrees means 273 plus 27 is 300 divided by T naught. STP condition temperature is 273 into pressure is 760 only normal atmospheric pressure not given anything. So we can solve it after simplifying this one. We will get 1.2308 liters of hydrogen gas. This is the answer for this problem using mass volume gravimetric analysis. Let us see the third method of gravimetric analysis, that is volume relationship. So what it relates the volume of gaseous species that may be present in the reactants with the volume of the another gaseous species may be present in the products which is involved in the chemical reaction. So for this concept we will consider an illustration. We will consider a problem for this, that is what volume of oxygen gas at STP is necessary for complete combustion of 20 liters of propane measured at 0 degrees Celsius and 760 millimeters pressure. 760 millimeters of pressure. Let us see what is its exact balanced equation of propane combustion reaction. Propane is C3H8. Its balanced equation, oxygen, burning of oxygen with the 3 moles of carbon dioxide it will gives, and 4 moles of water will come. So 3 2s are 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 means it is 5. So from this is the balanced equation. From this balanced equation, we'll easily come to know that what is 1 liter of propane requires. 1 liter, if you take 1 volume of propane, it requires how many liters of oxygen? From this, we can easily tell 1 liter of propane C3H8 requires how many liters of oxygen? It is 5 volumes is there, so 5 liters of oxygen. 5 liters of oxygen. Then in the case, what is the question they are given is 20 liters given. That means what is the 20 liter case? So if it is 20 liters of propane C3H8, then it requires how many? That means 5 into 20. How much? 100 liters, 100 liters of this oxygen. 100 liters of this oxygen at the given temperature is 760 millimeter, pressure is 760 millimeters at 0 degrees Celsius. So this will be the a way of observing a volume relationship, a general illustration problem. So hope you understand this problem which comes under volume relationship of gravimetric analysis. See a problem on this analysis. 8.7 grams of manganese dioxide 8.7 grams of manganese dioxide is liberated with an excess of HCl, and the gas evolved is passed into a solution of potassium iodide. Then calculate the weight of the iodine liberated. So this is the question. From this question, the experiment is the chemical reaction is taking place between manganese dioxide and hydrochloric acid. It is very clear. We know that manganese dioxide hydrochloric acid gives the gas chlorine, preparation of chlorine. It is the reaction, and in addition to we have manganese chloride and water also there as a byproduct. So in this reaction, we have 4 moles of HCl is required to balance reaction. That means this gas, chlorine gas, according to the experiment given in the problem, is said to pass into solution. What is the solution? Potassium iodide solution. Then to balance the equation, you have to take 2 moles of potassium iodide. Then we will get KCl plus I2. 2 KCl plus I2, as chlorine is a strong oxidizing agent than iodine. So chlorine liberates iodine in this reaction. So we can understand from the above 2 equations that what is the manganese dioxide number of moles in the first equation. We have 1 mole. That 1 mole of manganese dioxide equals to 87 grams, actually it is this molar mass, and that 87 grams of manganese dioxide is said to liberate 1 mole of chlorine. That 1 mole of chlorine liberates 1 mole of iodine. Means how many moles of iodine it is liberating is 1 mole. So it is liberating 1 mole of iodine, that is equals to iodine molar mass is 254 grams. Okay. So this is, so it is clear from the stoichiometric analysis. Therefore, if we see this 8.7 grams only in the statement given in the problem, then it corresponds to how many more grams of iodine? It corresponds to 0.1 means 25.4 will come. So it is 25.4 grams of iodine is said to be liberated when 88.7 grams of manganese dioxide is heated with an excess of HCl. So this 25.4 grams is the answer for this problem. Let us see the next problem. 2.0 grams 2.0 grams of dolomite was heated to a constant weight of 1.0 grams. Then calculate the total volume of CO2 produced at STP by this reaction. Actually, dolomite is a mixture of magnesium carbonate and calcium carbonate. So, this calcium carbonate, we know it decomposes to CaO and CO2. Similarly, we know magnesium carbonate MgCO3. How MgCO3 decomposes? MgO and CO2. Here, in these two equations, we know calcium carbonate actually it is 100 grams as per the equation. That 100 grams is giving 56 grams of calcium oxide, and magnesium carbonate molar mass is 84. It is 84 grams if it is giving 40 grams of magnesium oxide. In this, we don't know the mass of calcium carbonate. Assuming x grams is the mass of calcium carbonate means, as per the problem, the total dolomite is 2 grams means magnesium carbonate mass will become 20 minus 2 minus x, 2.0 minus x. Okay. So, what is the mass of calcium oxide in the first equation? That is nothing but cross multiplication. It will be 56x by 100 is the mass of calcium oxide obtained. In the second equation, it will be 40 into 2 minus x by 84 is the mass of magnesium oxide obtained. So, these are the masses. So, according to these two equations, the total mass of the substance obtained is 1 gram. So, what is the total mass? Is nothing but gas, removing gas. Mass is nothing but 56x by 100 grams in the first equation, plus second equation we have mass we have obtained is 40 into 2 minus x by 84. This is the second equation mass. So this is equals to, they are telling it is equals to 1 gram. Okay. Then when you start simplifying this one, after simplification, I have completed simplification, that x got 1 gram, 1.0 grams I got. That indicates that 2 minus x is also equals to 1.0 grams. From this, we can easily tell that what is the total number of moles of CO2. What is the total number of moles of CO2? So in the first case we have 1 mole is there, so 1 gram is there. The 1 gram of the substance by calcium carbonate mass is 100 plus 1 gram by 84 is the molar mass of magnesium carbonate. So this is the number of mass by molar mass. Mass of the substance by mass of the substance is this CaO is 1 gram. This is 1 gram. And the second one also 1 gram came. So 1 by 84 plus 1 by 100. Upon simplification, we got 0.022 is the number of moles of calcium, number of moles of carbon dioxide. So that can be easily converted into moles by multiplying this one with 22.4 liters. We will get around 492. 1 minute, 400.4 liters. This is 492.8 ml we will get as per the simplification, because we will get 0.492. I converted that one into milliliters because we got the latest value 0.492.8 this one. So I will very clearly I will write it here. This value is 492.8 ml. After converting into ml, I got 492.8 liters. This is the answer for this problem. Let us see the problem. 10 ml of a gaseous organic compound containing carbon, hydrogen, oxygen was mixed with 100 ml of oxygen gas, causing an explosion. The volume of the gas after the explosion was 90 ml. On treatment with a KOH solution, a further contraction in volume was observed. Then calculate the number of moles of the carbon dioxide produced in the explosion. Okay. First of all, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen combustion reaction general formula we will write it. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen combustion reaction general formula, that is CxH5OZ plus X plus Y by 4 minus Z by 2 O2. So this is the number of moles of oxygen gas. That gives carbon dioxide X moles of carbon dioxide, as well as water Y by 2 moles of water. Okay. So this is the general equation for the combustion. In the general equation, we must know that how many grams of compound given, 10 ml, how many ml given, 10 ml given. So it means 10 ml of this one is given. The another one, definitely oxygen will become definitely how much? 10 into this entire value X plus Y by 4 minus Z by 2 ml of oxygen is said to be reacted. That time carbon dioxide will become 10x and this will be 0 water as it is liquid. Okay. Now you can easily tell what is the volume of CO2 produced. Then volume of CO2 that is produced is 10x. Okay, this is 10x we have, that is equals to how much? That is 20. Okay, then what is x value? X is equals to 2. That means the number of moles of carbon dioxide we got is 2 moles. So here how we got this 20 is nothing but already we have 10 ml of this compound is there, 10 ml which is reduced in the beginning, and after that this 10 ml again further reduced by KOH. That's why we have taken 20. So 10x is equal to 20, x became 2. This is the answer for this question. Thank you. We will meet in the next session.